Hey, what up, everybody? This is Word for Word, the hottest entertainment and sports news show going today. My name is Michael Rayford. I'm your host, and this is the place to be. If you want to see the fattest interviews and the hottest hip-hop performances, Word for Word is the place to be. So let's check it out. Today on Word for Word, we're going to be checking out some spoken word performers. We're also going to sit down and talk to some former standout athletes and talk about some crazy sport topics. And last but not least, we're going to sit down with a beautiful young lady who is just fine enough to be America's Next Top Model. But first, let's jump into some poetry, so check this out.
I wonder why these little fast-ass girls keep getting pregnant and can't even spell the word orgasm. Orgasmic verbal tactics are interactive like ignorant ghetto operatives who have been known to clap kids and speak on behalf of the mothers who lost kids due to the senseless gang violence.
Hold on. I don't think they heard you. Say that shit again.
We're with Siobhan Harshaw, model at large. Now tell me, you've been modeling for a little while now.
2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been a long 2 years?
Very long.
How did you get into modeling?
I got into modeling through GCI, WGCI radio station out in Chicago.
And don't talk all soft. I mean, I know you behind the camera, so all this little soft voice and soft spoken stuff is not gonna fly.
That's how I am. Very soft spoken. Sometimes.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly, right.
But yeah, I started with WGCI. I was part of the Fantasy Force with DJ Phantom, so I'm original. I started off with them, and then that sprung off from meeting my first photographer, Parrish Lewis. Shout out to Parrish Lewis.
So tell me about the calendar.
My jeweler calendar, that was last year. Around this time, I started with them, and shout out to Connie. He's the owner of my jeweler store in Calumet City.
Now, can I get a piece of bling like that too? If I walk in and say,
You know, he might give you a little discount or something.
See, I need more than a discount though. I need the same privileges that you got.
I don't know about that.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Okay. All right, Word for Word is back, and like I told you earlier, we were gonna talk about some crazy sports topics. Now, I usually don't do this, but today I have with me two Hall of Famers. I have Will Flowers, Hall of Famer from Aurora University, alma mater of Mickey Johnson. If you know anything about throwback basketball, you know about Mickey Johnson. With him, I have Mario Clark, Hall of Famer from Indiana State University, alma mater of Larry Bird, NBA legend. So we're gonna sit down with him and talk about some basketball, some other crazy topics, so check this out. Opinions, who's the best player in the league right now?
I'm Kobe Bryant fan.
Kobe Bryant, I can tell by the colors and the number.
Well, I just got this on in by the colors, but I think Kobe Bryant though.
So what was the issue with him not being able to get his team to the playoffs this year? I mean, many people will talk about it, with the difference between him and Shaq, and now Shaq is in Miami, and he shifted everything to the East. That's why Miami is where they are now.
I'm gonna say it like this: Kobe was known for being an assassin, basically. What he did to people in the fourth quarters and everything. You know, how he was just, that's why they even mentioned the same sentences, Mike, because I used to beat team last second shots in the fourth quarter and stuff like that. Then all the stuff came out what Shaq was saying, talking about he was a bad teammate, he was selfish or whatever. I don't think that was fair to say he was selfish because a man averaged 5 or 6 assists a game. That's from a man average almost 30 points a game and average 5 or 6 assists, whatever you want, from a shooting guard.
We play sports all the time, and we joke about getting older and overcoming injuries and whatnot. Jordan is probably the best player to ever play the game of basketball. Right. Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver ever and probably the greatest football player. They both still played at the early 40s.
Right.
Some people say that they are actually tarnishing their legacy.
Okay.
At what point do you say it's time to back away from the sport and just hang it up and just get involved in something else or just take a break from the game that you're in?
Well, like with those two guys, you could never really say that. We want them to retire on top for our own selfish reasons. We wanted Mike to retire on top, crossing over, hitting that last shot with the Bulls. Right. Because that's in our vision, that's how we wanted him to go out. Jerry Rice, we wanted him to go out being a leading receiver in the league like that. But if you notice, they made them players what they are because they wasn't playing for the money, because they love to play the game. Right. They love to play the game. They look at all us around here, you know, Will 32, I'm 33. You know, we don't play basketball our whole lives. We have injuries. Work a full-time job, had injuries. We rehab, come back from the injury to go back and play on the court just because we love to play. It's not always just for the money and stuff like that. And if I was in the league, I would be the same way.
I'm not ready to stop playing basketball, so if I have an injury or whatever, if I'm 35, I'm 40, if I feel I'm still capable of doing the same thing, I mean, even though I may not be able to, because I think that's the biggest thing. We like, well, Jordan can't fly like he used to, so he don't need to be out there. Right. Well, Jordan know he can't fly, like he ain't trying to fly no more. He's trying to go out there and shoot jump shots now. So I think the biggest thing is,
and he became one of the best shooting guards at that. He
changed his game. Yeah, so the thing is, I mean, we change our games as we get older, but people don't want to see that. They want to see the flashing that they saw in your early years of basketball.
It's the Sports Center stuff.